Salutations, Soul Searchers. Automatic here for Automatic Games, bringing you an update video, really a companion piece to our last update video, where I discussed some real-world issues my family was facing. The footage we're watching, it's actually footage from over a year ago that I put together with the Rockstar editor. Frankly, it's all I could do to bring you guys some new videos. Specifically, in this one, we're showcasing the Shrink, Michael Shrink from GTA 5's single-player mode. If you're like me, you didn't care for this guy at all. So why not chase him down in a pursuit and hopefully tase him? If he hits the concrete hard after being tased, well, maybe that afro that he's wearing will help break his fall. Anyhow, I digress. As to those real-life issues, well, if you've played with me online, then you're likely aware that my wife, Joni, and I, we're expecting a child. Now, on the 9th, she didn't sleep at all. And she hadn't slept much the evening of the 8th either. So then came Saturday the 10th, and Saturday evening was upon us, and I asked her, how long can this persist? How long can we put up with this? So, in the early morning hours of the 11th, I took her to the nearest emergency room, where the nurses and doctors, they basically told us that her chest pains and swelling, that they were most likely associated with the norms of a pregnancy. However, after a battery of tests, they diagnosed her with HELLP syndrome, that's H-E-L-L-P. Upon Googling it, one will learn that it poses a substantial risk to the life of both mother and child. If you've never heard of HELLP syndrome, join the club. Neither had we. After all, only 20,000 women are diagnosed with this annually. Unfortunately, only, 1 in 4 women do not survive HELLP syndrome. Once this was determined, they rushed her from that hospital to a downtown Columbus hospital, one of the hospitals in downtown Columbus, Ohio, called Grant. That's where they told us that they would have to perform an emergency C-section, as removing the child was the only way to treat HELLP syndrome. They assured me that the child would be in good health, and that the risk for the child was null and void, that he'd be fine. Now, a bit of an aside, Joni, my wife, and I, we don't say goodbye. May sound peculiar, but it's true. We say, drive safe, be safe, I love you. But we don't say goodbye. Well, on Sunday the 11th, a doctor instructed me to say goodbye to my wife, which was, as you can imagine, a very difficult thing for me to do. They wheeled her back to surgery, and soon after, my child was born. William Richard, named after my late father and her father, respectively. My son was born on 9/11, a day that harkens to so much pain and misery, but now has a whole new meaning for me.
Don't you cause no trouble
and
now.
I'm a doting father, and he is a beautiful boy.
Whatever.
Now, he was born
You're banned.
6 weeks early, and that brings its own complications, but every day he surpasses a new milestone, and I desperately cannot wait to bring him home. As for the video here, obviously we're switching gears. We're heading up to the Alamo Sea, where this guy has been kicked out of a bar. He's going to have a hard time with that, etc. But I digress. they brought Joni back from surgery a half an hour later. I mean, it was immediate. There was no wait, you know. And her condition did get worse over the next 48 hours. But after that, she stabilized and improved to the point that just last Thursday, they released her from the hospital. Our apartment, you have to climb a flight of stairs to get to our apartment, so my mother was nice enough to extend an invitation, and Joni and I are staying with her, although on some nights I've been coming here home, you know, to get mail, do laundry, get some sleep, and all of that. But yeah, I'm just so happy and so grateful to say that we're doing well, everybody's healthy, and we are glad a week removed from that craziness. We are glad to be back on course. Now, my gratitude to family and friends also extends to you guys and girls, to the SAHP and to the YouTube personalities I know. Those of you that took time out of your day to send me your wishes, your good vibes, and your prayers, I'm deeply, deeply appreciative of all of that. You know, let's see, Mark Jackson, Odd Noble, Zombie Wolf, Black Widow, and Noisy Boy. You know, the fact that you took the time to comment, it means the world to me. And I got more likes than comments. Not that you know, I wasn't going for likes, obviously. But that shows me that more people cared. And for those of you that decided to remain anonymous, I have to extend the same gratitude to you. I'm privileged to know you guys and girls. I really am. Oh, well, what else is there to say? I mean, there it is. That's the trouble that my family was facing. And I'm so ready to get back into the swing of things. Yeah. Now, I don't know what my future videos will be. I said they'd be single-player games, but really, I once heard somebody say, do you want to hear God laugh? Then announce your intentions. And I think that's true. You know, I don't want to say too much, because I'd feel inclined to stick to it, and I honestly don't know what kind of video I'm going to post next, but nonetheless, I'm anxious to do so. So yeah. So that's what happened, and I appreciate your guys' patience with me. As usual, if you like this video, like this video. If you disliked it, dislike it. And supporters, please subscribe. Speaking of which, I have 25 subscribers. That's unreal. I don't deserve 5 subscribers, but yeah, you guys are great. And I'll talk to you soon.